I think it's speaking about feeling entitled. Feeling entitled with God. And I think Jesus is saying, look at the attitude of the servants when you feel entitled, because you should be thinking and acting as a servant. So he gives two examples. He says, servants work for the whole day in the field. And when they come into the house after they're done working at the field, they don't feel entitled to say it's time for me to rest. They know they have to keep serving until the master is satisfied before they can eat and take a rest for themselves. So I was thinking, sometimes we feel entitled after a long day of work. And sometimes after a long day of work, you know the Lord calls you to do something. Maybe the Lord calls you to pray a little bit, or the Lord calls you to do some spiritual reading. But we feel entitled and we say, you know what, I'm so tired. It's me time. It's time for me. It's time to take care of myself. And obviously, there's always time for leisure. But I think that the Lord is first saying, those who know themselves as servants truly never put a limit to the service, but they know that's always first to serve, and they come on and you put yourself in the second place. So we could ask ourselves, do I sometimes feel entitled to rest when I'm still called to serve? Do I sometimes look for a me time, forgetting that I'm a servant and that the Lord comes always first in myself? And then the Lord gives a second example. He says, when the servant has done everything he's meant to do, he's not expecting to be thanked by his master. So this makes me think, do we sometimes feel entitled to recognition by others for our service to the Lord? Do we sometimes feel disappointed, let down when others don't recognize that we have been serving? Well, today's reading says, don't be entitled. Don't think that you deserve to be recognized. On the contrary, remember that you're a servant and you don't deserve recognition because you're only doing what's meant to do. So this also brings up a new question. Are you feeling disappointed in some area of your life because you're not being recognized? Are you feeling distressed or let down because other people are not recognizing your good deeds? Well, remember then that you and me were servants. Number one, servants don't feel entitled to their me time. Servants always know that the master comes first. And second, servants do not expect to be thanked. In the same way, if you and me recognize ourselves truly as servants, we won't be expecting to be thanked by others. We will be pleased and knowing that it is enough to serve our master. So let us be renewed in our knowledge that we are only servants, and let us postpone ourselves, and let us also know that our recognition will come only from our master in due time.